What's going on, guys? Welcome back to RideRazor. My name is Austin and today we are here for yet another tutorial, and today we're going to be taking a look at downside tail whips. So before we get into the steps on how to do a downside tail whip, let's take a look at what you guys need to know ahead of time. First things first, you guys are going to need to know how to do a tail whip and a 180. For those of you guys at home that don't know what a downside tail whip is, it's essentially half 180, half tail whip. Your scooter is going to kick out one way and your body is going to spin the opposite way, and you're going to meet the scooter in the middle and land fakie. It is not the same as a 180 tail whip. They are two different tricks, but they are combined of the same trick. A 180 tail whip is where your scooter and your body spin the same way. A downside tail whip is where your body spins one way and your scooter spins the opposite way. A lot of people do confuse the two, so we're here to make things clear today. All right, so let's dive into the steps on how to do a downside tail whip. First things first, you guys are gonna want to practice on the ground. I suggest practicing on the ground, but if you guys feel more comfortable on a ramp, go ahead and try it there. First things first, you're gonna want to approach the ramp or the ground. You guys are gonna wanna bend your knees so you guys are compressed and ready to bunny hop. Once you guys bend those knees to bunny hop, you're gonna wanna go ahead and kick the tail whip out just like you normally would. However, you're not gonna wanna bring the scooter all the way around. Essentially what you're gonna be doing is half a tail whip. So kick the scooter out to the halfway point. Once the scooter is kicked to the halfway point, your body spins to meet the scooter there. So you're pretty much doing a full 180, but only half a tail whip. All right, so I will say that in my personal opinion, if you guys already do have 180s and tail whips on lockdown, learning downside tail whips should be fairly easy. I think you guys could learn it in a day. Honestly, it's just combining the tricks, and if you're comfortable with those other two tricks, you're gonna have no problem learning this one. All right, so let's talk about where to try a downside tail whip. Personally, when I learned downside tail whips, I had a bank at my local skate park that I learned how to do them on. A lot of people tend to learn downside tail whips on the flat ground, which is awesome, but the only problem there is you do land fakie. If you guys don't know what a fakie is, it's essentially when you land riding backwards. So if you guys do not know how to ride fakie, it's gonna be a little hard to get out of the trick. So that's another thing to keep an eye out for when learning this. What you can do is actually go up a quarter pipe or a bank and not go all the way up and just go about halfway up the ramp, do a downside tail whip, and essentially you're gonna land back on the ramp, but facing the other way so you can ride straight back down and you're not landing backwards whatsoever. Alrighty, so now that we've talked about how to do it and where to do it, let's go try a few.